Traders, welcome back. Happy Friday on a brand new month. Yes, it is on a Friday. It's the first day of the month. Leap year is over. So good thing about this month, it's going to be a long one. And you know what? We're going to end the end of the month on a Friday, not like before. But just keep in mind, it is March. And with March, Easter is coming up. So Easter is at the end of this month. Good Friday is the last day. So we only probably have a good 3 weeks, I would say. You got next week. Yeah, then the following week, then you got Easter, then the kids are off again. Actually, no, they're not off. The kids are not going to be off until the 22nd. So the way Easter falls it's a weird spot. But the market is going to be closed on Friday. So we got about 3 good weeks. But anyway, let's talk about what's moving in the market, because there are a lot of good, really nice stocks that are moving right here. We got this nice little pop right here on this BIVI. Bring up some level 2s up here and get things up and running. But yeah, we got a nice little push on it. 170% stock had a nice little push. It's kind of flat right now, I would say. Looking at it, you could see it starting to move kind of a little wishy-washy right here. But there is a pretty decent iceberg order right around $3. It's holding there pretty strong. I'll show you that in the next few moments. And there are a couple other stocks. This one's got some big volume, but the trend is your friend. ADIL has been obviously moving up a little bit nicer too. So we're going to check all that out. But let's talk about what happened yesterday. So had everyone enjoy class? Hope everybody, I know Josh has been doing class this week. And, we have the whole new cycle of classes that do start. So being in those classes is very, very important. Got to learn before you can earn. And, I know we were talking about how to find stocks, how to go through the big percentage gainers and losers and all that good stuff. Remember, that's half the failure rate of the industry. So if you did miss it, don't worry about it. It's been recorded. Let's talk about what's moving the market. A lot of big stocks that are moving again. NVIDIA is like pounding and pounding and pounding at this $800 price level. There's been this big iceberg order out there. He's not there anymore. You know what happens? He kind of shows up right when the market opens up, but it looks like kind of like we almost broke it. You know what I mean? But there's a big resistance levels on NVIDIA. Now, with NVIDIA, you also have AMD that's doing really well, too. AMD, wrong stock. There you go. AMD right there just broke all-time highs, and that has also been a very, very phenomenal moving stock. I think a lot of people like the AMD stock because it is cheaper than NVIDIA, and that's one of the big things. I mean, listen, if we saw NVIDIA at $200 price range, we see where now it's at $800. Maybe see some people looking at the opportunity on that. I always felt like AMD was also the cheaper chip too. I mean, NVIDIA was like the gold standards. This is like the silver standards. But when it comes down to money, it does have a lot to do with it. And then obviously, SMCI is obviously supercomputers doing pretty well. But the big news is obviously yesterday's earnings on Dell. So Dell did really well. Another big breakout, $80 stock. It's been doing since September, great run up from 60. The stock's up literally up 100%. But this reminds me a little bit of the SMCI trade. So Dell, it's a little expensive. It's got a great trend. It's got decent volume, 2 million shares, I think, in pre-market. And we're going to check that one out too. But Dell's on the watch list. Remember, it's a little on the expensive stock, but not really the greatest. Brian said, I just sold my AMD yesterday. You know what, Brian, you could always buy it back. You know what I mean? Remember, you can always buy it back. What you see, Brian, these are big things that we teach you in class. When you break all-time highs, when you break through the roof, and I'll go back to NVIDIA. When NVIDIA broke the roof of 500, okay, and it hit it. When it broke 500, that's how we got to 800. So these are things that we look for. Eli Lilly, when we broke through the roof of 650, it ran to 800. You know what I mean? These are the things we look at, all right? And these are all-time highs. So remember, that's something that we kind of look for. Now let's go through what's also moving this morning. We got the BIVI trade that's moving up pretty good this morning. Let me just have to delete a couple of things right here. BIVI, just going to bring up over here. Oh, I had it up there. Okay. So BIVI, we got a nice little decent iceberg order here around $3, $4. You see it right there, 31,000. So it's been having a little bit of a tough time breaking it. You could see it did it this morning at 8 o'clock. It went it, and somebody kind of showed up after. So that's a pretty good number to see where our resistance levels are. She is trending down right now. So we're going to probably put this on the back burner until the market opens up. It was great this morning when the news came out, but then all of a sudden it started kind of trending down a little bit. This stock, ADIL, a pharmaceutical stock, great pre-market trading, almost 12 million shares already traded. This one's a little bit better. Once again, got a couple iceberg orders hovering here around $4 too. What's with the $4 number anyway? My God. You can see it right there, the little red line, orange line right there, 25,000. And it was having that tough time breaking it right around 8 o'clock where program trading kicks in. But love the volume, love the trend, love the price, okay? Cheap is always good. NXU, another stock that's gapped up pretty big, but it's on a downtrend. Yes, this NXU was a $100 stock. I'll put this on the B list. And you know what? Don't be scared of the B list. The B list has done well for us in the past. I mean, it might not look good now, but we've seen stocks like this in the past that when the market opens up, they just come from nowhere and they just pop. A couple other stocks, MTC, another very inexpensive stock. You should remember this stock. We traded back in October. It ran from 50 cents to $4.50. She's up pretty good right now. If some of you were trading with us back then, look at your journals that how you traded on it. But if I remember, the stock is very tradable. Nice little move, nice little trend. It's got you had some orders coming here and canceling and pushing it back down, but 260 right around there. Yeah, that's that big sell that showed up there. So this one's not bad. Another very good inexpensive stock. You know what's crazy? It's Friday. It's Friday, and look at it. We still are at 40%. Remember back in December where we were like done at the number 5 biggest percentage gainer, and we were at like 10%. Just amazing how things change. I told you, this is one of the best times to trade of the year. So MINM, another nice little pushing stock right here. She's coming back down. That one I'll put on the B list. MINM. List is getting awfully long. I don't like when a list gets too long. Real 24%, 1.2 million, 1.3 million shares. Nice little push on a downtrend, maybe on the B list. Real, putting that on that list. This one's a buyout. Scratch that. BBLI. Don't like the spread on that one. NVTS. I don't like that one too. Too expensive. All right, now we're getting down to 18%. We're down to 12. Oprah looks pretty decent. That one's trending up, making new highs for the day. Tier size are really small. Spread's a little small. I'll be careful of that one. What's this one right here? This one went from 22 down to $1.60. Not bad. I mean, I'll put that on the list. I love bottom fishing. EJH. Stock just did a big spike around 9 o'clock, came back down a little bit. The stock got hammered from $20 down to $1. Man, hate that it had to happen. Maybe this is the day for the dead cat bounce. We'll put that on the list. Anything over here? Soons was a great stock. I mean, SOUN was unbelievable. But the issue is it went up way too fast. If you remember, we look at that trend of that stock very, very fast. Now it looks like it's starting to break down a little bit. That one we already know about. That one we already know about. Plug we already know about. We trade that. Dell is obviously doing pretty well. It just popped right now. We just saw it at 120. We're into 122. Does Dell have let me check over here on level 4. What's going on with it? Yeah, there's no sellers out there. I see all buyers pushing it up. I see a ladder effect kicking in, right? See a ladder effect? Started around 118. It went to 119. This person right here, 120 got filled. There's really no one out there higher. So, wow. Listen, Dell, SMCI. We all remember what happened with SMCI, right? Remember this stock right here, 300 to 1100. So keep an eye on that. This is what's going on with this one. Kind of flat. Not too crazy about that one. That's an IPO. Fubo. Yeah, this one we traded before at TV. Fubo's moving. That was a fun stock to trade. Everybody remembers this stock. Remember, it was so many days we trade. Look, so many days we trade this stock in the past. We did pretty well on it. FUBO. I'll put that on our list. I know that stock's very tradable. And any good losers? My God, this poor thing. You know, it's so funny. I was at the Islander game. I don't know if anyone follows hockey. And They are such a huge sponsor for the Islanders. They got this whole hospitality section. I mean, they put a lot of money in there, and they're not doing too well. They're not doing too well at all. They actually, we talk about the banks and everything, and I was talking about this when I was on NASDAQ, the last episode, but the real estate market, they're getting crushed. Not the real estate, but the commercial real estate. Anyone that's in commercial real estate that's overextended. I mean, if you hear what's going on here in New York, 50% of the buildings are vacant. Okay. I was in Chicago not too long ago in the smack middle of the day, the city, the main city, Michigan Boulevard, whatever it is, Michigan Avenue, was dead. I was in my hotel room. I was looking across. I saw so many empty buildings. Homes are doing okay. People are still looking at houses where they're moving. But let me tell you, commercial real estate is getting crushed. And I think it's going to get a lot worse. And you could see from companies like this are getting just crushed. Could we get a dead cat bounce on it? I don't know. There was that big support level around 360. You know what was crazy? I was a fan of this stock too. I'm like, you know what? When I saw the stock get crushed from 10 all the way down to 360, I was considered buying it. And it was, when we teach in swing trading, we want to see consistency of days over and over. And it kind of like flattened out here at 450. And you know what? You would have heard me here before saying it if I was going to go long or not, but I'm glad I didn't. But listen, it might be a good day trade today. It might be a good day trade. I'm looking. I got all the hockey fans going crazy all of a sudden here. The Avalanches, the Oilers. Anyway, we're gonna keep an eye on the bank stock right here to get dead cat bounce. I know we traded the other day. It was pretty good. All right. So anything I'm missing, I did not call out. Anyone on social media? Once again, if you're on social media, if you want to trade with us, let me give you a different QR code. There you go. Free live workshop. You guys can come and join our trading room if you just click on that hyperlink with that. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel. Everyone, it is the weekend. It's the first day of the pay period. I would be very careful the first day of the pay period. Nobody likes to go out there, like a ton of bricks on the first day of the pay period, especially on a Friday. So, but you know what? There's a lot of things that are moving in there that are the big percentage gainers. We got the list. We're going to put it on our watch list. We're going to post it on our social media. So make sure you subscribe to those channels. We'll put it in the alerts and we'll go from there. So let's get ready for the market open up. We got 15 minutes. We'll be back. So trade safe. And if I don't see you at 2:30, we'll see you back here fresh on Monday. All right. So let's just make our money. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the weekend and come back fresh on Monday. Good luck, everybody. See you in 15 minutes.